The chances are high that teens and young adults are going to get into some trouble throughout their years. After graduating from ding-dong ditching, TPing is the next step. Toilet papering is a greatly dangerous form of vandalization, where you take toilet paper and launch it with all your force over people's lawns, homes, trees, and fences. Toilet papering is a very treacherous but common way for teens to get the rush they desire, while tightening bonds with their fellow troublemakers, learning planning skills, and teamwork. Being illegal, teens must dodge and trick the police to avoid repercussions, such as a lifetime in prison for being caught. Besides that, it's a great way for friends to bond over a dangerous and devious plan. However, if young adults don't know the proper technique to this art form, they could cause very serious damage to people's belongings or be caught and get in a great deal of trouble. Sneaking out in the dark of night with your ride or dies is a great way to make bonds and memories that last forever. But there is a right and a wrong way to do everything. TPing can be a fun activity, but when teens permanently damage the victim's belongings, it's more likely the victim will want to find out who did it, turn them in, seek revenge, or worse, make them clean it up. Toilet paper is a funny prank and is virtually harmless, but vandalism is a crime. While it's true there's a fine line, it's important for teens to know that line and stay on the right side of it, or they risk getting in serious trouble. That means teens need to learn to leave the eggs and spray paint at home. Toilet paper, on the other hand, is biodegradable. I am what they would call a good kid, mainly because I don't drink or throw crazy wild parties, but I do enjoy lots of pranks. Always on friends or teachers I know can take a joke, but there's always the kid in the group who wants more. Let's bring eggs. Then I have to explain that I'm always up for a good time, but I'm not into jail. And if I permanently damage someone's car or house, I'm sure to end up there. Some stuck-up adults believe that TPing is a serious offense. To them, this prank is the beginning to a lifetime of crime. It's a slippery slope in their minds. One day youngsters are toilet papering yards, the next robbing banks and committing murder. Although some believe this, a study on Frontline stated that as the rate of juveniles committing serious violent crimes went down, the rate of less violent crimes such as vandalism went up. Teens need some sort of way to release their energy. While the prudes think that nothing could be worse than a life of crime, most troublemakers don't want a life in prison, so they will naturally stay away from the heavier crimes but go wild with some toilet paper. In another study that Longview Police published, found that arresting juveniles for vandalism caused a surge in crime. Once a virtually harmless prank became a source to get into some serious trouble, teens got more interested. It's almost like they were looking for trouble. I even asked my pre-cal teacher, Miss Tripp, about her views. When asked about how she felt about TPing, she stated, "Oh, back in high school, my friends TP'd my house for my birthday, and it made me feel so cool. I wish people still did it as much now." However, she did agree that teens nowadays have stepped up their game. Adding spray paint, eggs, and peanut butter to the equation make for an even worse mess, but one that can't always be cleaned up. Nothing is illegal unless you get caught is a very common saying amongst troublemakers. Teens need to have a way to let go and be wild for just one night without worrying of a serious offense. They just want to have fun, and the possibility of getting into trouble just gives it more of a rush. TPing is illegal, and honestly, that makes it so much more exhilarating. A night spent at the movies isn't going to give you that feeling. I don't remember what movie I saw last, but it was about a week ago with my best friend. However, I remember every detail of our last late night adventure. Teens are still in the stage where they need fun and excitement. For your good and every other homeowner, help educate them on how to do it right.